just did some fun stuff that I think, hopefully kids will enjoy checking out. So we have that up on our Facebook page and on YouTube if anybody wants to check it out.
Yeah, look for them on Facebook, Jason and Layla. They're also on Twitter and YouTube. You know what, too? The one thing that I noticed right away, the song's under 2 minutes long, and I thought of your buddy Rich Collins when we talked to Rich about a month ago. The one thing that Rich said, and I loved, and we talked about it, was music was meant to be short, sweet, and to the point, and you totally did it right there.
Well, it kind of goes back to the Beatles sort of approach, just like you say, it's short to the point. There's no fat. It's just like, here's the song, the meat of it. And I think kids music is a good platform for that, and I really enjoyed working with the Imagination Movers all those years. Worked for 3 seasons as their music producer on the Disney television show. And we had a little room off to the side of the set, and basically it was like a little song factory. It's like, oh, hey, we need a song about sneezing by next Thursday. Okay, go. But they'd be working on set, and so I would be in this room, with sort of everything wired up, and Rich and Dave and Scott and Smitty would come. All right, you have a 10-minute break from set. They'd come running in there, and all right, how about this? Achoo, achoo, achoo. It's like, okay, let's hit record, and then they ran off to the set. Next thing you know, I'm cutting up beats, and, they come back and add a guitar, and that's sort of how we made about 75 songs in 3 years, and they were all by request from Disney, under 2 minutes. Or around 2 minutes.
Now, you were their music producer for their records as well, or just the stuff on TV?
For both. I mean, some of their early records actually Rich recorded by himself in their bedroom, and those sound great. He did a good job, and I think basically I came on right when they started the series, and so all of the soundtracks for the television show I produced, and then the last record that they put out after Disney on Razor and Tie called Rock-O-Matic, I produced that one as well.
Now, did you tour with them as well, or?
Yeah, I got to be Jazzy Jason for a while. That was the name they gave me, which is kind of silly. But basically, I wore a red jumpsuit and got to go on 2 tours around the country with them, which was a really super fun experience. One tour, I think we went to 60-something cities. And did around 100 shows. So yeah, I really got to sort of do the whole tour bus, movers experience, and it was great.
Now, how about you also have? You're a busy guy. You have your Elephant Quilt music and video production company. You have Jason and Layla, and then you have another band. Was Rotary Downs? Yeah,
Rotary Downs is my adult, my big boy music project, but it's we also have a show actually on Saturday at French Quarter Fest. So it's funny, I'm doing that on Saturday, and then Jason and Layla on Sunday. But yeah, it's been around about 10, 12 years in New Orleans. I've been with them for about 7 or 8 of those years, playing bass and singing backup. This other guy, James Marler's the main songwriter singer in that band, but it's a lot of fun. There's pedal steel guitar and trumpet and keys and bass drums, guitar. So it's kind of like if I had to classify, I'd say kind of like a little bit of a psychedelic rock kind of vibe.
Cool. So you're just a busy bee. You got it all going on.
I guess. Well, not to mention I have a wife and 2 kids, which is well, not a job by any means, but definitely in a good way takes a lot of my attention as well.
Yes, it does. All right, let's plug everything you got going on. You got on Facebook, Jason and Layla. We have on Twitter, Jason and Layla. We have on Reverb Nation, Jason Layla. We have on YouTube, Jason and Layla. We have CD Baby, Jason Layla. And you have your website for your music and video production company, which is elephantquilt.com. Did I miss anything?
I think you covered more than I even knew about, so I appreciate it.
How about where can they get the single and the album when it's ready to come out?
Well, the single's already available on iTunes or through CD Baby for download. We're making a record, and we also have the video out for that song, like you said, on YouTube and Facebook. And then, this year is really our year. We have about 8 of our songs recorded, and we want to record a couple more, which we're hopefully actually get the bulk of done this week while she's here doing this gig. Might need to do one more recording session after that in a couple months when she comes back, and then we'll have everything we need to mix it and put it out. So we're targeting the fall for a release.
Awesome. All right, real quick before I let you go, this person keeps calling
Sure.
in. They are a huge fan of you and the Movers and that whole thing. I just want you to say hello to her. Let's see if we can get her to work right. Let's see.
Okay.
Sarah, are you there?
Yes?
Yes, say hello to Jason.
Hi, Jason.
Hi, Sarah. How are you?
How are you?
Good. Well, it's nice to meet you through the radio.
Thank you. I love your music.
What was that?
She loves your music.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. Well, I appreciate it.
There you go, Sarah. I made your day. We got to keep moving. Thanks for calling, Sarah.
Nice.
All right, I just had to do that real quick. She's been calling in since the beginning of the show, and she calls in every week, and she loves the whole Mover Nation. I mean, she is a huge Movers fan.
Well,
so.
I will definitely say the Imagination Movers have some intense fans, like in a good way. I mean, they're dedicated, and there's actually a group of Mover mamas that is just an awesome group of ladies that one of whom has been helping me. I think she's the one. I mean, I know she's the one that hooked me up with you. So I'll go ahead and give her a shout out. Carrie Barrett and also Donna Amato. The two of them have been super, great. Not only Movers fans, but have become fans of mine and friends of mine. And they're a really cool group of ladies.
All right. Well, let me see. I actually do have another guy with me, Frank, my partner. Let's see, Frank. Is there anything you'd like to add?
No, you pretty much, when it comes to the music, you just take all the questions and run with it. So I like to just sit back and listen.
Yeah, I just want to make sure, because then at the end of the show, he'll call me up and he'll be like, "You didn't let me get a word in edgewise."
Well, I guess I did a lot of talking too, so it's all good.
That's all right. It's about you. It's your time to plug your stuff, so that's why you're here. So
I appreciate you guys having me on.
Oh, thanks for coming on. And the show is with Jason and Layla is Sunday?
It's this Sunday at 3 o'clock at the Riverfront Toulouse stage at the French Quarter Festival in New Orleans.
There you go. Everybody go there and tell Jason you heard him on Totally Driven Radio. Jason, thank you so much. It was great to talk to you, and hopefully we'll get to meet someday.
Sounds great. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. Take care.
Bye-bye.
All right, Frank. That was a good dude.
Yeah, and man, that's a great. I mean, for your first gig, man, that's phenomenal. To be playing the French Quarter. That's. I mean, that's like being told, hey, you're going to play baseball, and by the way, it's going to be at Yankee Stadium.
All right, so we got Stevie Rochelle from Tough coming up in a few minutes, so we're going to take another commercial break, Frank, and when we come back, we'll get Steve.